Yo, what is up YouTube? I'm back with another video. I'm here to introduce my boy Trademarq. I had some people asking questions about his Estoril blue E36 M3 AC snitchered out. So I'm gonna give you guys a walk around. 3.
Yo, what up YouTube? I'm Mark. I go by Trademarq. That's trdemrq. And this is my 1996 BMW M3 coupe with Modena interior. So it's obviously Estoril blue on the outside, Modena on the inside. So a little bit of a backstory on this one. I came up on this car from a friend who at the time wanted my E39. It was a 528i. And basically he's like, hey, I did it all up. I had style 92, or no, is it style 95?
Style 95s.
Dropped on ST suspension with a whole bunch of other stuff. And he's like, yo, I like your car. Would you trade straight up for this M3? And at the time, like, it was faded paint, like interior was nasty, so
it needed work.
It needed a lot of work. So I said, you know what? I don't really go for crazy colored cars, but sure, I'm down. So we made the trade, and over the years I've had it for probably like 7 years or so. And then just scoured the forums, whatever I could find. I was always a fan of these AC Schnitzer Type 1 racing wheels, and I don't know, it just became like a, you know, infinite search for parts. So you know how all that goes, like you just kind of end up in a rabbit hole of searches trying to find some stuff. So but yeah, basically this is what I got.
Well, I think you made the right choice. This car is beautiful, the color is beautiful. Let's do a quick walk around of the car and maybe we can go over some of the specs.
Cool.
All right, so starting with the exterior.
We got the AC Schnitzer Type 2 front bumper. This is actually for the normal E36 chassis, so it's not really for the M chassis. But I just like the look of it because it's...
Did they make a non-M? I mean, did they make an M1 for it? It's only for...
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'd save it for another video, but I do have that one too.
Okay.
But basically it's like a front lip that you put on the stock M3 bumper, but this kind of gave it a unique look. That's why I liked it a lot. Even though it's not for him, who cares? Just to kind of stand out from the crowd a little bit. But...
And I do like it because it does include the fog lights too.
Yeah, so so this is a OBD2. It's a 1996, but it's OBD2. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I upgraded the nose grille to a facelifted or LCI M3. So it has the wider kidney grills, but on the side I left the
corners. The side marker. Honestly, I really do like the facelifted kidneys. That's just me. I know it's personal preference. It has a little bit of thickness to it, and it looks, to me, it looks more aggressive. So yeah, that was a good choice.
So I used to have smoke corners, but thanks to Marlon, I opted for the ambers.
Amber life, guys.
So comment down below, ambers, clears, or smoke. What do you guys like? But I also have the Euro spec Bosch headlights. These do have the adjustable headlight motors inside of them, so I can adjust up or down within the cabin. So
those are pretty expensive. I knew that.
That's pretty cool. And then if you come on the side, I'll talk wheels later, but I have the AC Schnitzer Type 2 side skirts. I don't have the mirrors. I could have gotten them, but I like the OG mirrors on the M3. It's so iconic.
Yeah, that's something that you would want to leave.
Yeah. So that's it for this side of the car, but come around the back, we have the ambers again. And thanks for the ambient noise, Volvo SUV. Shout out to that guy. So I do have the AC Schnitzer Type 2 rear bumper. Same kit all around, and this is actually a bumper cover that goes on top of a normal 328 IS bumper. So you just glue it on there and then it just stays on there. But
so you got both.
Yep. So apart from that, I have the AC Schnitzer exhaust. It's the oval tip. It's actually made by Remus. It was a collaboration with Remus and AC Schnitzer back in the day. And then after that, I have the AC Schnitzer carbon fiber trunk wing. So I got this car repainted in factory Estoril blue, but at the time the whole wing was carbon fiber. So instead of just leaving it carbon fiber or painting it one entire color, I opted to mask out the underside. So it kind of gives a little peek at carbon fiber, but you know, just a little, if you know, you know kind of thing. So a little Easter egg, if you will. And the last part on the exterior is the AC Schnitzer roof wing. So that's on the top. It's just stuck on by 3 on double-sided tape. And all of them have that little stamp insignia, so that's how you know it's all real. So, but yeah, and if you notice, the car is pretty low, and I can't drive it like this, and I'll show you why. It's on air.
Nice.
So me and Marlon actually installed this in his garage right here. It's a trunk-mounted air suspension kit. It's out of production now, but it's made by Airlift. It's a V2 setup. 4-gallon tank with a water trap and Airlift struts. So that's pretty much what I have for my suspension. But
the install is super clean. I like how the tank's up top. You still have trunk space, so it's still functional.
Yep. And shout out to Evan Beckerman from Throttle. He kind of gave me the idea.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to trunk mount the
Oh yeah, he was on that Turbo E36.
Yeah, because I wanted trunk space, and you know, I didn't want to lose that. So.
All right, this is the question that I'm pretty sure everyone that's viewing this video is asking: wheel and tire specs.
So on the rear, I had 17 by 9.5 plus 21, no spacers, and the tire size is 215, 40, 17. So it's a little bit of a stretch.
So sick. Sheesh. So sick.
And on the front, we have 17 by 8.5 plus 13, no wheel spacers, and the tire specs are 205, 40, 17.
Guys, look at this fitment, bro. Let's look at this fitment on this. Seriously? Seriously? You feel me?
So it's got slotted and vented drilled brake discs, chrome wheel locks, and a rusty ass brake caliper.
next upgrade.
Yeah. So, and shout out to BMW CC8. We repping.
LA chapter boys. All right, dude. Car is beautiful. Gets a lot of looks. This is probably, to me, the perfect color combo. Estoril on Modena. If I could find one in a sedan version, if anyone out there is selling one in sedan form, hit me up. I'm down. All right, so as far as engine bay, as far as your engine goes,
she's all stock. So the only modification really I've done to it is the AC Schnitzer strut bar. And that's it. And the BMW alarm.
Future plans in the future for performance gains or engine mods?
Probably not. I'm not really too much into the performance type. I just like to keep it as is, but exterior styling wise, like that's kind of more what I'm into. So
I like it. That's all you need. It's stock S52.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bulletproof.
So yeah, and ignore the zip ties because my brackets broke. E36 problems.
And they're super hard to find, those Euro headlights, right?
Yep. So if anyone has them, let me know.
So for the interior, let's go ahead and take a look what we have here.
Ooh. So here's my Modena interior. Basically what I have, we could start with the sides, door-sills. So I sourced these AC Schnitzer door-sills, as well as the carpets. And the pedals too. So basically, oh, this too. So you'll notice this wood trim. This is part of the AC Schnitzer wood package, and it has a little trim above the glove box right there. It has the ACS logo, and probably the most standout part of this, aside from the color of the interior, is the steering wheel. So it's an AC Schnitzer steering wheel with wood trim on the outside, and it's probably one of my favorite pieces of the car, to be honest with you.
Honestly, it matches.
Yeah.
It fits, and it's less wear on the steering wheel. Like,
yeah. And then after that is just the AC Schnitzer short shift. So, but yeah. So these seats were actually in my old E36. And I told you in the beginning of the intro that the interior was kind of ratted out. So what I did was I took the Vaders from my old seats that were dove gray, and I bought skins, and I had a upholsterer basically reskin the leathers on it.
So for the viewers, the skins, were they from lc.com? Is that the? I've heard of that.
It was from Autoberry.
Okay.
It's called
Autoberry. Look them up. I think they're on eBay.
Yeah. So I just had them redo the entire thing, but other than that, it's all original. The door cards are original.
Everything works. Sunroof works.
And it was the Lux package, so that's why it has the wood trim on the center console and the e-brake. And the door cards have that little leather insert.
It's beautiful, man. All right, there you have it. AC Schnitzer E36 M3. Make sure you give this guy a follow. I'll put a link to his Instagram right here. That was the walk around. We are going to do a quick install for you guys. He was able to source the shift boot and the e-brake boot in Modena Leather. So we're gonna have to take that out. We have to swap the frames from the bottom. It shouldn't be too bad. I think we're gonna use some kind of glue to get that to stay. So yeah, let's go ahead and get that started right now.
Alright guys, so what we're going to do to take this off is, so we're going to start with the e-brake handle. So what you got to do is basically pry this portion off, and it's just going to slip out like that. And then what you want to do is kind of lift this out of the way, and it's held on by a zip tie.
Are all of them zip tied? I think they are.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So when I replace this, I got to do that. So you want to cut this and see, like, after you cut it, right, it'll be like you just loosen it up and slip it off, like so.
Nice. So you don't even have to take off the e-brake.
No. And then what we'll show you in the other part of the video, see this plastic part right here? We're gonna have to take this off of the original and glue it onto the new one. So this will be like the donor e-brake part. Cool. So more to come on that.
Nice and simple.
All right guys, so for this AC Schnitzer short shift knob, they're held on by Allen keys, so you're gonna have to loosen this up, and then once we've already loosened all of them, but what you're gonna want to do is just yank this off.
Fucking just yank that shit. There it is.
And after that, what you want to do is, this is the same thing as the e-brake handle. You just want to kind of move these clips out of the way gently, because you don't want to break anything.
You want to keep the frame.
Yeah, because we are going to have to use this frame, so just pry off each side, and then boom.
There it is. Cool. Let's go bring it to the workbench.
Alright, so here we have the shift boot, e-brake boot, and here is the new skins.
They'll be looking nice.
So you can tell it's real leather, sewn in together, super high qual. Shout out to BMW Restored Seats on IG.
Hit them up on Instagram. I don't know if you can see it. BMW Restored Seats. They're super legit. They are, I believe, on the East Coast, so expect some shipping if you're from Cali.
Yeah. All right, guys. So basically, like what we said, we're gonna have to take this plastic piece off of the donor part. So what you're gonna want to do is take an X-Acto knife and basically try and carefully cut along the sides. Make sure to cut away from you so you don't cut yourself. And basically, what you're gonna try and score it to where you can slowly go like that, and then just peel it away
and separate it from the frame.
Exactly. So once you do that, go all the way around.
It's gonna take a little bit of effort, some elbow grease, but shouldn't be too bad.
Alright, so we're gonna install it now, so all we gotta do is just slip this over.
Easy peasy. Shit is freaking tight like a toy.
Toy. It's on there.
Oh, you have to zip tie it.
So now,
Pull it back.
pull it back a little bit. And then
Zip tie it.
you gotta zip tie this part. Offer up, almost
You know
good.
about offer up, dog. Hit me up, dog. Follow me. Future Classics. All E36 parts and some E30 parts.
So from here, we just gotta zip tie this part. Make sure it's nice and tight. Like so.
Hell yeah.
Snip it.
Hell yeah.
And then make sure this is on the bottom part.
Brand noobs.
And just clip this back in.
Brand noobs. Dude, that looks good, dude. Game changer.
There you go.
Yeah,
E-brake.
fucking sick. That's fucking sick. Hell yeah. Alright.
Alright, now for the install of the shift boot. So this one's gonna be pretty easy. Just gonna make sure this is right there. Clip these guys in. Should tuck that in there. So.
Dude, hell yeah.
And then, and your shift knob, you put it in there somehow. Then you screw it in, but that's kind of the gist.